Hello everyone, this time I'm making spear shafts. Now that lovely big board of ash back there. Now I have done this before, and this is actually going to be the first part of a two-part series where I'll be making spear shafts. The first part is going to be using power tools and a seasoned board of ash. This is going to be the sort of quick and very noisy and a bit easier way. And the second part is going to be me actually making a spear shaft from green ash using only hand tools that are fairly close to the ones used during the Viking and Anglo-Saxon periods. The head that's going to go on one of these shafts actually belongs to a friend. That's the head. It conforms to the regulations, the safety regulations, because there are safety regulations in reenactment combat. Doesn't seem like it would be something that you'd have to worry about, but it really is. Because you don't actually want to hurt each other, you're just there to recreate, not actually kill each other. So, this spearhead conforms to those regulations as set by the Vikings reenactment community. The square edges have all been rounded off, so they can't catch anyone, make sparks, that sort of thing as they hit other steel. This is very specific steel, this stuff for reenactment weapons. It's EN45, I believe. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It has to be heat treated in a specific way so that it doesn't shatter. It can snap or it can bend, but it can't like explode, essentially, because steel can do that, even if it's been sort of heat treated and tempered and whatnot. If you do it wrong, it can shatter. So that's his one. The one that's going on the green for freshly felled as near as possible, freshly felled spear shaft, obsessed with axes, is this one. Now this is mine. Now I got this from Weird Raven down in Glastonbury. This does have square edges on it as such and such things. I will take them off at some point. I don't do reenactment combat because of my shoulders. I have lax ligaments, hypermobile shoulders, however you want to put it. They come out very easily, so I can't do the combat, unfortunately. As much as I'd like to, I can't. It's just not something that's very a good idea. So that's my one. That's going on a green ash shaft. There we go, I said it properly. This one, which is a bit smaller, or for whatever reason, different blacksmiths, different maker, whatever, doesn't matter. Does the same thing, looks apart. That's going on one of them. Now, the single hand spears, which is what is going to be made, they have to be 5'6" long in total, including the tip. I was thinking I could maybe get some, where's the tip measure on? There it is. Possibly get some two-handed spear shafts out of this, which have to be a minimum of 6'6". Oh, 6'6" exactly. You beauty. Right. So it turns out I am going to get a couple of two-handed spear shafts out of this. I do plan on making 4 single-hand spear shafts and 3 two-hand spear shafts. The reason I'm doing 4 single-hand spear shafts is because one of them is actually already sold. This is what paid for this board, which I got from Iska Woodcraft down in Newport, which is actually at Tredegar House. So if you go to Tredegar House, lovely place, a Georgian manor, I think it's Georgian. Incredible history behind it, lovely grounds, lovely part to walk around. Go there if you can, if you're somewhere near South Wales, and if you're into woodworking, like I suppose you might be because you're watching this, pop into Iska Woodcraft, which is like at the stables on the far left end as you park up in the car park, and they've got loads of stuff in there. So yeah, pop in there for a visit. I'll get that right eventually as well. So yeah, so 4 single-hand spear shafts, 3 two-hand spear shafts. I was just going to cut this off at the top there, but I've now changed my mind because now that I actually want 3 double-hand spear shafts, I'm going to have to leave at the full length that it is. I think I shall take all this outside. I can't do it in here because it's just too small. It's too small in here to actually fit this big bugger in. So I'm going to do it all out there on my old workbench for the one spot shear, and I shall be back at the end of the video. So let's do this. there we go, it is done. I'm not touching the shaft because it's covered in oil and I've just oiled it. I'll try and show you the peen of the nail going through. There it is. The head is also glued on with epoxy resin. Brilliant stuff. I've used that on axes, spear shafts, all sorts. It's never budged, it's never broken. I did some axe shafts 3 years ago. As far as I know, they still haven't come off. In fact, I used that stuff on the axes I did a couple of videos ago, and again, they haven't come off. That was only a few months ago. I know it was last year, like no, October, November, but still, they haven't come off. So that head is not going anywhere. Is it completely historically accurate? No, not really, because the head's not, so it kind of all falls apart there, making it historically accurate, but it's reenactment good enough, as I like to call it. Job done. And that's how to create a reenactment ready Viking, Saxon, maybe even Roman or medieval spear. The noisy and easier way. But thank you for watching. I hope you all have a lovely day and whatever you're doing, and see you all again soon. Cheers.